Hello, welcome to Online Seller UK podcast. Today I've got Vlad from SellerBoard, and we are just talking about what SellerBoard does for Amazon sellers. So, Vlad, welcome to Online Seller podcast.
Thanks for having me. Hi.
All right, excellent. So, Vlad, let's start with your introduction first, and then we can take it from there.
Sure. So, my name is Vlad Gordon. I'm a co-founder and CEO at SellerBoard, and SellerBoard is a profit for Amazon sellers with a lot of other extras. So this is how we position ourselves. We started with this topic of profit calculation, accurate profit numbers. This is kind of our thing. And basically the vision is to be the most accurate and user-friendly profit tool for Amazon sellers. But with time, we added some extra features, but we still see ourselves as the profit tool with some extra features like a mail campaign feature or like PPC optimization. Right. So, and my background is basically I'm an IT guy. I've been doing software all my life. And then I had a period in my life where I was an FBA seller. And this was kind of very cool and motivating. And I had a couple of products which are really trendy, and I thought I'd become a millionaire. But then I learned that it's not like probably for me it was not a gold mine. It was rather a business that I need to build. And I kind of did this and scaled and ran into all kinds of problems. And eventually I basically came up with this idea to start SellerBoard because I wasn't sure what I'm earning, because I had so many different products and money coming in and going out constantly. And I had troubles like assessing, okay, what is my actual profit? Am I making profit or not? And this is how this idea was born. And eventually I sold my business and focused on basically on the software. This is where we're at.
Yeah, that's a good journey from seller to developing a software. So it's good to have that experience on selling on Amazon. So you've rightly touched base at the start. So your tool does the profit analysis. So I think we see a lot of Amazon sellers, they are busy pulling the orders through, getting the orders out. And at the end of the day, if there is not much money made at the end of the year, it's all in vain. We don't want to be busy fools on that. So talk us through what are the key features of actually this analyzing the profit. What should a seller expect from the tool itself?
Sure. So basically, as I said, the focus is on your profitability. And let me say here, there are two types of accounting that you can do. One is a financial accounting or like a bookkeeping, and this is intended to be for the government and for taxes. So the purpose of your accountant is basically to make sure that you pay enough taxes, but as little as possible, of course, right? Because you want to optimize your taxes. Don't want to pay too much if it's possible, right? And this is like regulated by the state. And this is one type of accounting, and another type of accounting is management accounting. And this is basically what you do for yourself. So you can do it on a napkin, or you can do it using Excel or using some tool. But basically, every entrepreneur needs to understand, okay, how is my business doing? Am I making profit on the products that I sell? And how is every product performing? Right? And this is a slightly different aspect of accounting comparing to the financial accounting, because I don't care for depreciation. For example, a depreciation of like my assets, it has effect on my basically taxes, but it doesn't really matter for my day-to-day business. In the day-to-day business, I'd like to see, okay, which color, which variants or which SKUs are performing how, and be able to drill down and see, like, am I making money on ads for this and that SKU or no? Right. So this is kind of our focus. And basically, SellerBoard shows you your profit in real time, and you can drill down into every single number and every single fee and every period. And for example, see, okay, this month, this is the profit I've made so far, and this much I paid for advertising, this much I paid for storage, for all kinds of Amazon fees, and that you can break down by products and basically see like how's your situation based on every product.
Okay.
And A couple of things that are important, I believe, and that are very often overlooked are, for example, returns. So you need to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that you measure the effect of returns, well, basically accurately.
Mm-hmm.
And I can talk a lot about this, but on the high level, when the return is coming in, you need to make sure that you assess all the fees and all the expenses associated with returns. For example, the refund fee, and you're losing an FBA fee, right?
Yeah.
Because you shipped the product to the customer, and then it came back, and you don't get the FBA feedback. But you also need to think about the profit that you lost, for example, through this return, because the return is killing one sale, and this sale is still there in the seller center. You still see I sold like 100 units, 10 of them were returned. Then basically it kills the profit of 10 sales that you made.
Yeah. Yeah.
So make sure like you have this under control. And then another thing is, which we handle, for example, very detailed, is the buying price. Your buying price might change over time, right? So if you buy like a ship differently, you ship by air, now you ship by sea.
Yeah.
It's a totally different buying price, right? Or landing cost that you get.
Mm-hmm.
Or for example, if your changes the price or gives you a better deal. So you need to be able to model these changes and make sure that your profit calculation is accurate despite the changing buying price. And of course, the selling price changes as well, right?
Yeah.
And let me give you another basically example where we see our strength. We try to basically break down all the costs, like storage fees, also by product and by time, and show you, okay, this is how much I paid for this product and this variant, this color, this month. For the storage, and then you can see basically the profitability on the lowest level, and maybe make some decisions like you order less, or you use your prep center, or maybe you I don't know, maybe increase the price, or just bargain with the customer, or with the supplier. Sorry. Yeah, so that's on the side of the profit analytics, and then we have a couple of other features or tools that are helpful for sellers. For example, the autoresponder. This is a mail campaign tool which sends a follow-up email. Basically, you can configure a follow-up email sequence, right?
Yeah.
And then we have an inventory manager in the package, which helps you restock and reorder, and think about reordering from your supplier on time based on your manufacturing time and your sales velocity.
Mm-hmm.
We have a tool for alerts, which basically monitors your listings, and in case there's something happens, like somebody changes your picture, or your text changes, or
Yeah. Yeah.
you lose the buy box, or like there's a new seller on the listing, SellerBoard will notify you per email or in the application.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we have like things like refunds for lost and damaged inventory. This is when Amazon basically owes you money for losing your inventory or damaging your inventory.
Yeah.
So SellerBoard will help you find those cases and basically
Yeah.
yeah, get your money back, right? And some other tools. So it's a
Yeah.
pretty large package.
Yeah, it looks like pretty large. So if I go back and try and focus on the profit side of things, which is
Mm-hmm.
what which is the core focus of well of any business at the end of the day, right? So for me to look at a seller board, I came across the tool and I found out that I could see like you said, per product. And I also found out that some products over the period of time, yes, the velocity of sales was good, but the return wasn't enough. So what do you suggest? So say, for example, a set of 5 products that's selling quite well for some time, but at the end of the day, the margin is very tight. Okay. So do you think that should trigger an action that we shouldn't advertise on that product? Or what's your thought on that?
Well, it's tough, of course. You need to act, and there is no probably no easy answer. But a couple of things you can look at
Yeah.
is, for example, ads. You need to make sure, if that's the goal, that your ads are profitable. I mean, at the beginning, you don't really care. You can spend money on ads because you're launching and you hope to grow up your organic sales. But
Yeah.
when you're at the stable position where you're basically need to earn money, then need to make sure that the profitability of your ads is correct. And by the way, we also have a dashboard for this, which which shows you at least how profitable your ads are.
Yes. Yeah.
And based on this, you can adjust. For example, you don't need to turn off the ads completely. You can adjust your bids. So if you, for example, if a campaign is like less profitable than you need to, its ACoS is too high,
yeah.
Or even on the keyword level, you can go ahead and adjust and decrease the bids for those keywords.
Yeah.
Then you'll get less clicks.
Yeah.
You'll sell less, but you'll make more profit. So
Yes.
that's one way. Another piece of advice that I can give you is take a look at your returns, because normally my experience, and I've talked to a lot of sellers, is that mostly sellers underestimate the effect of the returns that on their profit.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, when an item comes back, what happens? I'll sell it again, right? What's the big deal? But the truth is, you're losing the FBA fee, you're losing the refund fee, you're losing the cost of goods if the item is damaged.
Yeah.
And that's you're losing a lot of cash flow, of course, because Amazon immediately returns the money to the buyer without them actually shipping. Wait until they ship the item back to Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Some things you get back from Amazon, like the commission, but normally this is more expensive than you think. So yeah, take a look at your return rate and per product and at the return reasons. So sometimes you can do something about this without actually changing the product itself.
Yeah.
So for example, there's a view in the Seller Central where you can see all your returns. It's under FBA reports, and I believe it's called concessions or something like this. On the left side, there's a section where there's a return report, and there you can see the return reasons why customers return to you. And some of them are clickable, and you can click on those reasons and see a comment from the customer. And sometimes it's something like, okay, the color is too dark. Right? It's not like on the picture. Or I thought this item would be bigger or smaller, because the customer sees your product on a white background, and it's hard to say, is it huge or is it small, you know? Okay. So for example, if this is the case, then it's very easy to fix. You can just fix it basically by tuning your pictures or your listing description. Of course, if it's some other reason, like your quality is bad, then it's harder to fix. But yeah, this would be one thing. Like if you reduce your return rate by 1%, you're probably gonna increase your profit by maybe 20%. So yeah, think about returns and
yeah,
find more profitable products. So.
Okay, sorry, I think you went mute. Vlad, you went mute there.
Okay, so what was the last thing you heard?
About the returns towards the end, but hopefully we didn't miss much on that. Okay, that's fine. Just a couple of seconds, so that is fine. So I think it's down to building that efficiency, right, of your sales. So I think for people who just started trading, and it may not be the right. You muted again, Vlad.
That's okay. Yeah,
sorry. Okay. Yeah. So for somebody who just started to trade on Amazon, now it will take some time for them to understand. Okay. And where do you see a seller should start using a SellerBoard? Is it in a year's time, 2 years' time? What's your thought on that?
So basically, you know, if you're not selling yet, then there's no point in getting SellerBoard, because we're really about like calculating your profit and doing management accounting if you're already selling, right? But if you are selling already and you have only one product, then I think even if it's your first product, I would go ahead and try the software, because we have a free trial, and then you can basically you need to decide whether you want to spend the money on the software or no, because it's a return on investment question. And if you only have one product and a couple of sales per month, or maybe like, I don't know, 2-3 sales per day, then it's a question of your comfort, I would say. But you can keep it under control manually. You just basically, with 3 orders a day, you can kind of check every single order or check every single return manually. And
Yeah.
probably this is what I would do, because it's important, like to understand if you have a business model there and if it's possible to scale, you know.
Yeah.
But after you scale, after, like, if you're getting more, like 10, 20, 30 sales a day, it becomes a little bit less transparent.
Yeah.
And especially if you're getting more products or more colors of the same product. If you're launching your next, second, third, fourth product, it's kind of hard to keep the numbers under control, and also to identify trends. Like, for example, if you have 10 products online, you know, it's important to see if one of them like lost sales or lost or some other parameter, like the return rate was increased, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to keep track of those things, and this is where we can help.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we have a free trial, and the software starts from $19 a month.
Okay.
So we try to be like as attractive as possible, especially also for new customers.
Yeah, I think the price is attractive, and also additionally, I found out the cross-border side of things as well. So that is a whole lot of other features we can look at. So I think it's pretty good. So so I think we've covered quite a bit here. So if somebody has to find you, Vlad, where's the best place to find it?
I think you could go to the website sellerboard.com, and there's a chat in the bottom right corner if you have a question. And if you want to find me personally, then best place is Facebook. Just search for my name, Vladi Gordon. It's VLADI for Vladi, and then Gordon, and just, you know, drop me a message, and I'll be happy to chat with you.
All right. Okay. So it's been really a useful conversation today, Vladi. I'll share the links for SellerBoard as well on the bottom of the YouTube channel. Share the blog post as well, and hopefully we'll catch up again in a few months' time and talk about a granular part of the SellerBoard. All right.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
All right. Thanks a lot. All the best.
You have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.